Good greetings, this is Commander Rusty Dog. We are back at Jameson Memorial in Shinrata Desra, and as you can see I have my Vulture here with me. We're going to be putting her away for the moment and coming back to her maybe a bit later in the video if everything goes as planned. That's presuming there's no crashes or anything like that. I had a couple yesterday. One was when it kicks you out and says cannot connect to, it wasn't the transaction server, it was something else server. So I went back in, and then the next time it happened it was just a black screen, no text except for the server details at the bottom left. So at that point I decided to just let it go and quit for the night. Now at that time I was in a compromised nav beacon in the neighbouring system, which we'll be going to again right now. And I was using this loadout, which you can probably see I've got at the moment, which is a cannon, a medium cannon and a medium pulse laser. I won't go into the convoluted reasons as to why I've got that loadout on, but I was trying out a couple of things. I was also trying out what it was like to use a more nimble and smaller ship in a combat environment compared to the Corvette and the Python I'd been using. And it came as no surprise to me that the Vulture fared a lot better. I'm using bi-weave shields on this, and not once did my shields get taken down. To be fair, when I took on the Python and the Anaconda, there were other ships attacking as well, so the Python and the Anaconda didn't give me their full attention back. Which I kind of would have preferred if they had, because it would have been a more, I'm not going to say fairer test, but it would have been a test, it would have been a more of a test that I knew, it would have been more of a comparative test. But having one where there's other ships firing on it, you really can't gauge things as well. So before we go any further, I want to, what I wanted to say, running with one pulse laser was almost inspired. It was still able to do plenty of damage. I was able to get the shields down from the Python and the Anaconda, again with help, but it probably would have happened anyway. And I could, because I was firing one pulse laser, I was able to put 4 pips to engines, which means I had my maximum agility, my maximum speeds, my maximum boost, and with 2 pips in weapons it was enough to keep that pulse laser firing for a long time. If I went to 3 pips engines and 3 pips weapons, I could have fired the pulse all day and it would never have run out. That might be an advantage. And then once the shields are down, then I've got the help of the cannon as well. Sorry, these are large. I said it was medium before, didn't I? Yes. Yeah, large. So I want to test. I've never actually tested the Vulture with the double pulse lasers, believe it or not, which is what I'm normally carrying. So I am going to put those guys back on. I wish it would remember this setting, my preference. So I'm going to put the pulse lasers back on. And I do want to take this ship back to where we've just come from, which was LTT 4487. But not right now. Not right now. So So let's just get all this done. And we're going to the shipyard. And no doubt from the subject of the video you'll know why. So I think I'm pretty much done with large ships in combat. They do have more firepower, but they can't give chase to any ships. I couldn't really do it so much in the Vulture either, but at least I could hang on to them for longer. And of course the agility of the Vulture made it really, really good, and I'm sure it would fare just as good in resource extraction sites because it can dip and dodge and move and weave around the asteroids, or if you're in an ice ring, as I call them, the iceteroids. And I believe one of the resource extraction sites in LTT 447 is an ice ring, so that looks cool. So we're going to buy a new ship. I've had one before, but I didn't stick with it for too long. It's got good features, but it's got a crappy jump range. But it's for combat. So where are you? Here we go, the Fer-de-Lance. So let's A-rate a Fer-de-Lance. Buy new ship and store your current ship. You've got to be so careful with this. There's no way I want to get rid of my Vulture. TDK logo spinning round. Right then. Obviously the reason I'm in a Fer-de-Lance is because it has a huge hardpoint, and I'm not even going to contemplate a beam laser because and particularly if it was two huge hardpoints, because it just consumes too much power, and I'm not convinced that they're damaging as much as they should be. So a huge hard point for me is going to be a pulse laser. I think I've got this thing pretty much figured out in my head how I want to configure it, but I do want to take a look. I don't like the default paint job on this thing either. I might just do a black one because I don't have anything else available. So we've got two of these, two mediums here, and the other mediums are not very clear. I guess they're inside those panels. Okay, so I kind of know what I want to do. So in the huge hard point then, I want to go with a pulse. Again, class rating, high to low. So definitely a massive pulse laser. Probably the fixed one will be better, and I'll show you why. Once I stick this on, no, this one's at the bottom. Look at the size of that bugger. Oh mama. Okay, so now we go back in again, and we go back to pulse lasers again. So this is what we have installed, and the damage per second, as you can see, is 21.7, and the actual damage, the damage it does is 7.8. That's its scale. I don't know what that's based on. I don't know what the top number there is, but the fixed, as you can see, 30% increased damage and 25%, 24%, I was just going to say a quarter. Yeah, 24%, let's get it accurate, damage per second, and less power draw. So if you're any good with fixed, or you prefer fixed, then go for it. I prefer gimbal because I can stay on the target for longer, basically. I tried fixed in the Vulture, but I find the Vulture so agile and so maneuverable, and therefore sensitive to movement, that I find it difficult to stay on the smaller targets. I'm okay firing at the larger ships, but with the smaller targets, the fixed weapons for me are a real... I need practice, basically. I need more practice, and the way to get practice is to fit them. Maybe I'll test the fixed pulse at some point, hopefully before 2.1 goes final. Because a Fer-de-Lance is probably quite an expensive ship once it's kitted out fully A-rated. So, okay. Now, in these next two slots, in prime position right there at the front, I'm going to put 2 more pulse lasers. I was just about to say, don't you have the gimbaled ones, but yet there it is. The turreted ones. That would be so stupid to put turreted ones in there, because they're not sitting on top of the ship or underneath this. They wouldn't be able to fire backwards. So, and besides, who'd put turreted in there anyway? That would just be silly. The option's there, of course, but it's not an option I want to take. So, that's that. Now, for the 2 empty mediums we've got left, it's a choice between... Well, I was just going to say multi-cannons and cannons. But those Imperial hammers, but they're fixed, you see. So you've got to be... Maybe just use the lasers for the small ships, and then for the bigger ships you can obviously still use the lasers, but then you've got the Imperial hammers. But these soak up a lot of heat. The thermal load on them is, well, it's got a rating there of 16. It's quite extensive. Look at those though. That's got an even bigger thermal load. A lot, almost double. So you really need to, if you've got a huge hardpoint particularly, you probably need to stop firing your lasers while you shoot one of these things off, or 2 of them off anyway. But I think for this test I'm just going to stick with standard weapons. Standard being that which I use regular. Let's have a look at rails. Thermal load is... Oh, that's... Sorry, I've just looked at rails, not rails, plasmas. Damage 51. Thermal load, that's not bad. That's not bad. But the speed, 3.5 kilometers they can do, but the speed of them isn't so great. I mean, the rail guns are a lot faster because they're and they're there, but the plasmas, you can see them coming. Missiles, fine if you can hit your target, but you have to fire these when the ship is still shielded as well, really, I think, because once they're unshielded, they're usually disappearing away from you. So, any guns that are specific for hull. Anyway, let's just stick on what I want to stick on, which is 2 gimbal cannons. Where are you? Lovely. Okay, another one in there. And where are you? Here. So they've got a 3.5 kilometer range. They're shooting almost at the speed of missiles. Missiles do 600 meters per second. The cannon's doing 583, so that's pretty good. Distributor draw, obviously it's peanuts, it's nothing. Damage per second 10.3. Let's stick these on, because armor piercing rate factor is 39. So we've got a pretty good, and for managing thermal and stuff like that, this is a good loadout, because pulse lasers isn't going to do anything like what beams do in terms of thermal and thermal fighting for a word again. Well, in terms of your ship heating up or your capacitor getting discharged, the pulse lasers will last you longer, and the cannons, again, with the distributor, they don't take a lot. You can see 1.56. So if I was to add all this up, I could total how much distributor draw I'm taking in total. Now then, can you see how messed up this is? Top speed and boost speed? About when I said that these figures do not reflect your actual ship. Look at this. According to this, my boost speed is actually going to slow me down. What is this all about? And even if you'd say, oh, well, these figures are swapped around the wrong way. No, they're not. This ship's boost speed is like 406 meters per second. I'm not saying I'm going to achieve that, but on paper that's the ship's maximum speed. So what do I want? Well, I want a point defense, because missiles are going to be getting fired a lot these days. Well, I'm going to go back here. I don't know where this is getting placed at all. Underneath. I want it in a decent place. There we go. There we go. I'll stick it right on the top there. Point defense. And we'll purchase that. I haven't actually sat down and figured out a loadout for this ship. This is just being done as is right now. There's quite a few utility mounts here, isn't there? So I want a chaff as well. And I don't think I bought that. There we go. Okay, so we have a chaff. Now, obviously, I'd probably want to use shield boosters for the rest. I want a kill warrant scanner. And the rest is going to be shield boosters. And I'm hoping that when I reach full power with this thing, when I put the biggest power plant on, it's going to be able to hold it. It looks like it's probably going to do that fairly easily, but we'll see. Instead of saying loss, I'd prefer if it just said debit or something like that. It's a loss if I'm replacing, but these were empty slots. Maybe it should say difference minus something. Okay, so we've got these two sorted out. Now let's have a look at the core stuff. Obviously, the power plant's going to be the absolute max. So as you can see, we've got plenty. Thrusters definitely need to be maximum now. No more of these Ds. You're not going to be able to catch anything. Frameshift drive, well, it's got a crap jump range, so that's going to have to go maximum as well. Life support, we can drop that down to a D. Power disc, of course, full whack. Sensors, I want to be able to see what's coming from a distance, so And the fuel tank, look at this, 8. It's ridiculous. So let's use the 5 slot for a shield generator. Now, is it going to let me? I know I've already got one. Yeah, it's not going to let me. I have to physically remove the other one. So let's sell it. Okay, a cargo doesn't interest me. I don't need it to pick up the micro materials or whatever they're called. Yeah, I don't need it for that. No. Wow, look at the power now. Ooh. Starting to get into the realm of power management. Now it jumps from a 4 down to a 2, which is a bit of a bummer. I was gonna put either a field scoop. Look at the internals. There's not very many. Oh, hold on. Let's change. Yeah, let's change this. I could either change it for a fuel scoop or a fuel tank. Let's stick a tank on. I don't think we'll be running out of fuel anytime soon. Maybe I should just stick it in one of the 2s, but that would mean putting a tank. I was going to say I could put a fuel scoop instead, but a fuel scoop is going to take more energy, where a fuel tank doesn't take any, but it does add weight. We could have a fuel scoop here as an emergency, just to stop us so that we don't run out of fuel anywhere. Basic discovery scanner will change into a advanced one. That's it. No SRBs, nothing. And obviously this paint job has to go because it's ugly. I could put the onion head on there, couldn't I? I'm going with this. That would be nice. It'd be better if it was whiter though, to be honest. It was just a white logo. Now we'll stick one of these. Oops, no, I didn't want to do that. Okay, we'll go with those 2. Right. And we haven't gone over the maximum power, so we don't have to do any power management, which is pretty good. Okay. What I would have liked is a couple of extra compartments here to stick a couple of hull reinforcement packages on. I could probably put one there in place of the fuel tank, to be honest. I can for this particular video because we're only going to next door. So look at that, it only gives you 2% more resistance. It's not a lot, is it? accounts for 330. Increases the ship's hull integrity and resistance to damage. What, 2%? Okay. It's better than nothing. Right, so that's the loadout. Maybe I've wasted this on an interdictor because I don't think I'm going to be interdicting anybody on this video. Maybe I could put this to better use. I can't really think with what unless it's another one of these. Shield cell banks I don't really use, and it's going to take me over the limit, which isn't an issue really if I do some power management. But I don't want to use any shield banks for this video because it's kind of a test to see how the standard shields last, really. So let's just take this out. Okay, now we just need to organize the fire groups. So obviously we want all the pulses firing, and we can have the interdictor on the same number, and the kill warrant scanner has to be the primary on the one below my main fire group, which this is. I'm only going to have two fire groups, so if I go backwards from 1 it'll go to 2, and if I go forwards it'll obviously go to 2 as well, which works with the voice pack, which I can't remember if I have online or not. I'm just going to check. Okay, I checked and she's online, so then the pips should now read 2-1.
Engine priority with shields.
Okay, so let's go then. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
And we want to go to... Now I have it bookmarked, I think. Yep, LTT 4487 compromised nav beacon. Now, I just want to point out that this bookmark is not to the compromised nav beacon. But this in brackets is just a reminder that a compromised nav beacon is in there. That's just a reminder for me personally. God, it's going to take 2 jumps to get there. The Vulture did it in 1. Man, the jump range on this must be absolutely abysmal. It is. And look at the fuel. I can't go there and come back without either refueling at a station or scooping. Do I put that tank back on and forget the hull? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Why? Because I don't have any shield cell banks. But I do have shield boosters, don't I, really? I do have shield boosters. Where am I going? I do have shield boosters. I'm going to just try this. I'm going to change this fuel scoop for a fuel tank. Just an extra 4 tons. It's not going to change my. It's not going to change my jump range at all. Well, it is. It's made it bloody worse. But it might get me there and back. Whatever. Let's go. Nothing really matters. Now this is going to be, let's call it a fight to the death. Just to make it sound dramatic. No, I'm going to spend 15 minutes.
Detach confirmed. Departure authorized.
I'm going to spend 15 minutes in the sea nav with this ship. And if I lose shields, if I lose everything, then I lose everything.
Reports of heavy traffic around the facility. Please take care.
And then I'm going to come back after 15 minutes, pick up the Vulture, and do the same thing, and see how they compare. This is not a comparison for how much bounty they can pick up in that time. It's just to see what state the ships are in after 15 minutes. And I know we're going to be getting different ships.
You are clear of the station. Safe travels, Commander.
We're going to be picking off different hostiles. So you can't really compare, but that's what I want to do. And I'm going to be using my iPhone to time this, so
Ready to engage.
I'll have Siri do this for me. So I'm hitting 400 boost, which is some good speed. No, when I said boost, I wasn't talking to you. Okay, so I can get to LTT and back to Shinny with the fuel I have on board. Jump drive.
Charging frameshift drive.
Well, this is going to be interesting then. This has got the same agility 6, as the Python. Python has agility 6, doesn't it? On the Elite Wiki page. I have to say I am not used to Fer-de-Lance. Can we find it here without... Even the hubs now get lit up on these little orange bracket circle things. No, let's just go there. Alright, let's see how it fares. I could have taken off the interdictor, couldn't I? Never mind. I'm not sure what I think about the interior of this. I mean, I'm bang central in the middle of the ship, but there's this one thing coming down there. I'm not center in the middle of the dashboard there. It's kind of weird. Why am I not sitting in the middle? Deploy weapons.
Deploying and readying weapons.
Alright then. So. Start a countdown from 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes and counting.
Right then, let's go. Let's take on some medium ships and some big ships, whatever comes. Deadly Asp Scout, clean, damn it. Let's have a look around. Should we? Should we? Elite Anaconda. We won't be here for 15 minutes. It's an O-wing of 3. Forget that. I'll take the Clipper. There's no way I'm taking on a winged Elite Anaconda. What do you think? I'm stupid? Yeah, you do. Target.
Targeting.
Scan detected.
Three, two.
Weapon priority with engines.
Scan detected.
Where's the big one? There it is. You've got to keep the ship You've got to keep the ship fairly level then. Get that huge pulse laser working. Yes, I'm staying head to head with him too long, I think. 3-1.
Weapon priority with shields.
Target power plant. Okay, he's boosting away. 2-3.
Engine priority with weapons.
And he's a fast ship. The Clipper's a fast bugger. He can also hit 400. 2-1.
Engine priority with shields.
Actually, make that shield priority with engines. I can get mine back while he's out there. Don't want to lose too much
Target
sight
shields online.
of the compromised nav beacon. I don't want him to drop off my radar either. 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
My nose needs to be fairly high.
Target shields offline.
Yeah, your shields are offline again, buddy. Those last cannons did not do anything, but his power plant is about to go. Got you. I was trying to avoid that. Yeah, I should target his drives really. It used to be power plant, but maybe targeting the drives is also a good thing now because it stops them running away all the time. So I've only got, yeah, I've really got to put the nose in there to get the big one working. So now you can see how much the hull goes down with, okay,
Target destroyed.
didn't get a chance to try the cannons. And I didn't kill scan him either. Right, let's see what he's dropped. Now, heat resistant ceramics. I would have liked to have had a... Now, the collector limpets, they go out and pick these up, don't they?
Cargo scope deployed.
I don't need cargo scoop for this. I don't need cargo for this, do I? No, it's a material. Come on.
Deactivating silent running.
Fuck off.
Shields offline.
The hell do you do that for, you silly bitch? I don't want to pick this up before the integrity goes. Okay, we got it. I know that heat-resistant ceramics are needed for multi-cannons, I believe, on Todd McQuinn's engineer's base. This is ridiculous now because I have to wait for the shields to charge. Look at the speed of these. I have no idea why it decided to go silent running. I don't know what I said, but clearly I need a more complex voice command like initiate, silent, and then running. I can't go back into battle. I'm going to stop the timer as well because this is kind of an unfair 15 minutes because of that. This is totally ridiculous. 1-2. 1-2.
Shield priority with engines.
This is pathetic, honestly. Three one.
Weapon priority with shields.
Target shields offline.
I use cannons as well there. Bye bye. Off you go. It's not, I'm trying to boot, oh of course it's not boosting the cargo scoop.
Cannot comply.
He's still down.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Well, when I was pressing the
Target
boost
shields
button,
online.
you'd think it would say cannot comply, cargo scoop is deployed or something like that.
Shields online.
Yeah, I need full shields for this kind of stuff. And again, this wasn't the same yesterday, where we were looking at, you know, where the big ships had wings all the time. 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Under attack. Warning. Impulse attack.
I don't like the sound of impulse attack, because last time that happened,
Target shields.
my entire shield got dropped. Two one.
Engine priority with shields.
2-3.
Engine priority with weapons.
Yeah, outrun this.
Target destroyed.
I haven't started the timer yet. It's not really a fair test of anything, I suppose. I can't believe that silent running went off. Ridiculous. And I better not say it, eh? Just in case it does it again. Oh, he's at 7%.
Destroyed.
Oh! Is that him? No, a different one. Oh! I would have just liked to get in there at the very end and just stole the bounty, basically.
Frameshift charge detected.
We have an adder there. Is that, is he, I think he's winged, isn't he?
Scan
Yes, he is.
detected.
That name's come up a couple of times. 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
2-3.
Engine priority with weapons.
Target shields online.
Didn't get a chance to test that. I was just going to say there's no way a Sidewinder's outrunning this. But his shields came back on pretty quickly.
Target shields offline.
I can't see the distance because it's because of the seating position in this ship. It keeps covering it up. Look. I think the gimbal cannons shouldn't fire
Shields online.
if you don't get a shot. If the circles wander out like that, it shouldn't fire. It should refuse to fire. I should have had this kit by now.
Target shields offline.
Didn't I just fired a cannon off there. Looks like only one fired. I had 4 and 2 before, now I've got 3 and 2. Maybe they're not firing if they're not on target.
Target destroyed.
Maybe they're not. Canisters I can't pick up. Materials I can. Tempered alloys, shield emitters. I've got these. I don't know how many I'd need, but yeah. I really want to get these shields back up. This is where bi-weaves come in really handy. You don't have to wait for an eternity. Retract weapons.
Retracting armaments.
Now that's going to save me. Is it going to save me power? Probably not. Probably not. Only when I'm firing is the power consumed. Right, let's see what we can't shoot at. I don't know though. Can an elite Cobra get another wing? And that's his wingman, who I completely failed to target for some really weird reason. It just didn't want to know. Come on, keyboard, stay awake. Let's take this guy. Look again, because of all this crap around the cockpit, I can't see the distances. See right there? Need to. It's ridiculous. I have to be looking on the left-hand panel there, which is not what I'm used to be honest. Three, 2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Target shields offline.
2, 3.
Engine priority with weapons.
3, 2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Target
Yeah,
destroyed.
he's not running. Did somebody just whack into me? He's not the one that's in the wing, is he? Okay, let's resume the timer and just do this.
Scan detected.
Three, 1.
Weapon priority with shields.
Oh, he's being kept busy. He's being kept busy, that's handy. So the moment the chaff stops, I'll be in there with everything.
Under attack.
Now you know me, I don't mind a good head-to-head ram. Target.
Lock target.
Under attack.
Target power plant.
Scan detected.
I don't know why I just deployed a chaff. I didn't need to. He will run out eventually. He can't keep this up. They do run out of chaff because I had it happen yesterday. Oh, I was just about to turn and fire the cannon at him. Target power plant.
Target shields online. Target shields offline.
Damn straight. And he's not really running. Maybe because he's a big ship, he thinks I don't need to run so much. I was questioning yesterday, if you're taking on a bigger ship than yourself and their shields go down, do they still run? Or do they think, no, I've got a fairly good chance here?
Target destroyed.
1-2.
Shield priority with engines.
Well, I haven't lost my shields. I did lose my shields
Scan detected.
by my own hand. Okay, so I've just been scanned by... Wasn't I scanned by somebody else? Oh, obviously not. I'll be watching you. Oh, you keep watching, mate. Just don't get yourself wanted. Who's this guy? Asp, Scout and Eagle, they look winged. They look like they're sticking together. Let's have a look. No, good. 3-1. 3-1.
Weapon priority with shields.
Assault mode.
Engaged.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
Two, 3.
Engine priority with weapons.
They're turreted weapons. Three, 2.
Weapon priority with engines.
See all the damage. So the cannons are being fairly effective then. 1, 2.
Shield priority with engines.
Anything useful? Deploy cargo scoop.
Deploying the cargo scoop.
Deployed.
Distance 1 point something something something. Where am I? Here we go. These are going to come in handy, these heat ceramics, because I know I can, I want multi-cannons building up, I can, or engineered, I want some engineered multi-cannons, then I've got what I need. And if that's the case, I can do that in another video. providing I can pick this bloody thing up, of course. I don't know how many heat resistant ceramics I have now. I think it's just the 2. 3. One more and I'll have enough for 2, for both, I should say, multi-cannons on a ship. So I'm also going to keep an eye out for other ships that get destroyed at the hands of others, and retract cargo scoop
Retracting cargo scoop.
and see if any materials get dropped by those. So according to the timer, we've got 1 minute and 10 seconds left. I'd like to finish in a flurry with a good ship, but with my shield it's not quite all the way up. You trying to leak Cobra? If he's not winged, yeah, okay. I'm going to need speed, not shields for this one, so weapon priority, engines.
Weapon priority with engines.
See, I need to be here
Scan detected.
for my big pulse laser to work, but then the distance. I drop a cannon straight away on the shields. Look, the shields came down immediately. 2, 3.
Engine
Full
priority
engines
with
now because
weapons.
he's running.
Warning. Temperature.
Oh, I've just figured out what that sound is. It's my pulse lasers running out. So, yeah, of course the Cobra is the quickest ship in the game, so I can't quite stay with him. No, actually, I'm just going to sit and wait.
Target
There we go.
shields online.
3, 2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Scan detected.
You lost your way, son. You missed
Target shields offline.
on both accounts.
Attack.
Can't quite get the cannons. Yeah, they will from that distance, but he's moving at quite a rate. Okay. This will have to be the last ship for the Fer-de-Lance. It's performed pretty well, I have to say, but it hasn't been up against a big deal. It really hasn't been up against a big deal, so yeah.
Target shields online. Scan detected.
What treats do I carry? Licorice all sorts. What are you after? Elite courier. If he still sticks around after this Vipers, not Viper, Cobra has been demolished. 3, 2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Oh, he got me with that one.
Target shields offline.
Doesn't really do any damage though. Can I get him? Can I get him? Can I get him? No! 2%. Now he's on 2%, so you would think, okay, time to leave now, time to get the hell out of here, time to frame shift drive out of it. But no, he's going to come back for a suicide run, because he's not going to survive this one. And now that I've said that,
Target shields online.
alright, come on then. If I can get a cannon shot off on him as well, he's done for. But I should be able to get his shields down.
Target shields offline.
There we go. And I
Target
avoided his
destroyed.
plasma. Oh, what's he dropped? God. One more heat-resistant ceramics. That's all I ask. Two, 1.
Engine priority with shields.
Yeah, time is up for this ship, unfortunately. Left panel. Look ahead. Whoa, what was that? Right panel. Look ahead. Whoa. That never used to happen. Can I get him? Can I? Is he circling around me? Nice, clean. Okay. I was hoping just for one more, just the possibility of some material that I need, or would like to have, I should say. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Now, if you know the position of your bookmarks here, you could set up voice commands to just say plot a course for and make it come here, and then just tell it using the mouse position command where to click in the list. Obviously it'll only do the ones that are displayed. So this plots a route to Jameson Memorial, not just Shinrata, I believe. Super Cruise.
Super Cruise drive engaging.
No, forget that. Jump drive. There is a voice command for aborting, but I can't remember what it is. Abort jump. Stop jump. Abort.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now I know I've got bounties to pick up in that system, but I'll do that some other time. So yeah, the Fer-de-Lance did itself pretty well. It's the only couple of downsides I can see from it is obviously the sitting position. I don't know why it's offset, and it blocks the distance to your target. That's a minor annoyance. It's not a big deal, but it's the other thing. Obviously the jump range, which is really, it's like the Corvette, it's just rubbish. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the amount of internal compartments. Too few. But if you're smart enough, I suppose you could kit it out just for what you're going to use it for. So if you want it in the res zones and stuff, then you wouldn't do like I did and stick an interdictor on it. If you're doing missions, then you want an interdictor, probably then remove the kill warrant scanner and put something else there, maybe another shield booster or something. So yeah, we did okay. Kind of glad it worked out like this. So let's go and pick up the Vulture and see how she goes. Whoa, 3 cops. I had a great interdiction earlier today. It was I got interdicted by a wing of 2 ships, Diamondbacks. One was a scout, one was an explorer. I decided I didn't want the fight, and I just boosted away. I was on my way to here to start the video, and I didn't have time for it, so I decided to boost away, and there was a message on the screen. The Fed security said crime detected, so I thought okay, and I think they dropped in because one of the Diamondback pilots said cops, and they were about to frameshift drive out, and I thought okay, well if there's a cop here then maybe I can turn around and it'll be fun to have cop and me versus those two. Request docking permission.
Logan Peterson, Romeo, Uniform Sierra.
Requesting landing
Commander,
platform.
please approach the station at a safe speed and be mindful of a
Safe
pilot
speed is
area.
320, okay.
Request approved. Cleared for landing on docking bay 22.
Okay, let's go in and pick off the other ship, the smaller Vulture. The smaller but more nimble Vulture. There it is, launch pad 22.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, she did well. Fer-de-Lance performed pretty well.
Contact. Docking restraints engaged. Welcome, Commander.
Okay. And the loadout itself, the 3 pulses and the 2 cannons, seem to work fairly well. Yeah, I was going to say you could go with 5 pulses, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's nice to have a couple of different weapons. I don't know what the range of the multi-cannons are, to be honest, but it might be worth trying multi-cannons as well instead of the cannons. Okay, so I've got 8 ships now, pardon this, so there she is. So all we're going in here with is 2 large pulse lasers, and that's it. But this thing otherwise is completely loaded with Kale warrant scanners and interdictors and chaffs, and what it doesn't have, I don't believe, is any heat sinks. No heat sinks and bi-weave shields only. But she did perform pretty well yesterday. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Now the good thing about the bookmarks is that you can just do that and you can be out of here before your ship has now launched, which is really good.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh yes, oh yes, this feels a lot more agile. Boost.
Afterburners. Maxing
Just
engines.
deployed him. Now, as you can see, again, the destination is behind us, so I'm just going to boost forwards. Quickest way, just to clear the matlock. And now perform the jump.
You have left the no-fire zone. Flight control signing off.
And into the blue, nip round,
Engage.
and off we go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
One jump away. I do like the Vulture, I really do. It's one of my favourite combat ships. Although I'm starting to warm to the Fer-de-Lance. Might make me get one in 2.1 final when it comes out and I get my proper stats back and everything.
Fuel scooping.
Oh, it's got a good fuel scoop on it and all. It's fully loaded, this one, and it's so quick. It got there before it got there. Okay, so this isn't really a comparison test of anything. It's just to see how the ships fare against the new AI in a combat scenario. It's not Fer-de-Lance versus Cobra or anything like that. Vulture. That's not what I had planned at all. So it's less firepower then versus agility. More agility. Right, we'll just get some ships up on screen. There they all are. Alright. Let's just talk to my iPhone. Start a countdown from 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes and counting.
Right. Haha. Oh yes. Give me the big ones, you. Yeah, Clipper. Okay. What's the Clipper? Dangerous. What's his name? Bobler. I thought it said bipolar. I thought, really? 3-2. Oh, I didn't even got my weapons out.
Plant capacity exceeded.
Ah, what a missed opportunity that was. Oh, damn. Look at all these ships. You're chaffing already, you little... See, but if I had fixed weapons on, I'd be bloody useless with it.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Under attack.
How did he still face me? I turned before he came past me so that I wouldn't have that scenario. Oh, then. Oh, he's got bloody... Something's gone wrong here. I can't turn the ship. Here we go. What a bizarre moment that was. These are gimbaled, right? What's going on here? I need to leave.
Scan detected. Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
I have a reason for leaving. I'm just going to stop the timer. There's so many things there's so many things that kind of go wrong with me here. Oh, come on, you can charge quicker than this, for God's sake. Yeah, I can't outrun the Clipper, but he's mass-locking the shit out of me. Silent running now. Just to try and drop off his radar a little bit. Yeah, I'm not bothered about the heat. You keep going.
2, 1, engage. Warning, temperature critical.
That's okay. That's okay. And drop. Okay, while you come back online, what I'll do is correctly configure my fucking fire groups. I could have done that in play, but yeah, of course, because I had a cannon on there last time and they were in a separate fire group,
Power plant capacity exceeded.
so I was only firing the one laser. It's funny, isn't it? These idiosyncrasies that happen, they always seem to do it when you're recording a video. Because yesterday I came to this comp nav beacon with the Vulture and I just sat there until I decided I'd had enough. Well, I could have, had the game not crashed. I could have been in there for ages. Super cruise.
Preparing for
Cannot
cruise.
comply.
Fuck off. Just do it.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Let's take a Fer-de-Lance. Where's the other one? Okay. Kill scan.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Aye, it would be. Stop scan.
Acknowledged.
3-2.
Weapon priority with engines. Engine priority with weapons.
3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Target shields offline.
2-3.
Under attack.
Engine priority
Target
with
power
weapons.
plant. 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Scan detected.
Yeah, you're agile, but so am I. Fer-de-Lance's hull is really not too great. Two, 3.
Engine priority with weapons.
I can't quite outrun him. He's got about 10 meters per second on me. 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Target
Great.
destroyed.
Shields are still maxed. That one was clean, wasn't it? The feared gunship. These things are buggers when they're head on. Just dropped off my scope there. Target. Target.
Locking on to target.
2-3.
Engine priority with weapons.
This one's only a master. I say only. It's 2.1. Can't say only anymore. 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Target shields offline.
2-3.
Under attack.
Engine priority with weapons.
3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
I'll have to get rid of that voice. it's going to repeat so many times.
Scan detected.
I haven't even targeted the power plant with it. Finished. Bye-bye. 1-2.
Target cargo
Shield
dropped.
priority with engines.
Target destroyed.
What did she say just before target destroyed?
Scan detected.
No, it wasn't that. Come on, who's scanning me? Whose kids are going to go hungry? Mistaken identity. Shall I let him go? Jordan Richards. Ah, yes. Brother of Morphe. Okay. Where is he? There he is. Shields are back up already. Mind you, that was only half a shield. Half a shield ring. 2-1.
Engine priority with shields.
An elite Cobra. So speed. Oh wow. Speed and not much else. I did lose him. There he is. 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Get under a kilometer. Come on.
Target shield.
Target power plant. That'll do. That'll do. Drive. Happy with that. If you can at least do some damage to it, that'll be nice. See, I know as soon as I do the turn, I know to boost if his shields are down. Come on, damage that drive so he can't get the hell out. He's staying. He is staying. Mind you, he is elite. Maybe he's just feeling a bit brave. 2-3. Forget that. I said it too quickly.
Target shields.
Yeah, but I've got him, so keep firing.
Target shields.
1-2. Took
Shield
one ring down,
priority with engines.
Target destroyed.
but I definitely can do more in the combat zone than I can with a Corvette. I mean, maneuverability for one, speed for another. It seems to count for more now than it does with a big ship. I certainly have less success with it, even with a Python, than I do with like the I don't know. The Fer-de-Lance holds up really well, it seems. The Vulture's a Vulture. Hello, who's attacking my little friend Vidar? Alright, Imperial Eagles, they've got some explosive weapons on board, I think. Yep, a railgun and frag cannons, the usual. 2-1.
Engine priority with shields.
Need to be closer. Need to be closer. Now the Imperial Eagle has got some speed on it as well. 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
That wasn't the ideal first contact. Two, 3.
Engine priority with weapons.
3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Target shields offline.
I could have done a boost turn there, that would have been something. Look, not running. Oh, is he? Is it because... If they know you can keep up with them, 2-3. 2-3.
Engine priority
If they know
with
you can keep
weapons.
up with them, do they still run? I think so. He is now. But I can't... I'm only doing 390, so I can't really do anything. I can stay more or less within range. He's not getting too much on me, but it's going to take me too far away from the CNAV. I've just thought of another voice command I can use. One that says balance engine and weapons, so it'll give me 3 pips in each, or balance engine and shields. That's a couple of new voice commands I can add.
Target shields online.
Okay then. 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Under attack.
I should have used reverse thrust there to keep him in my
Target
sights for longer. Two, 3.
Engine priority with weapons.
I don't want your cargo. I want what you're going to drop now.
Target destroyed.
Tempered alloys, salvaged alloys, and chemical storage units. No, not what I want. I think we can go and pick on a bigger ship. So yeah, the Vulture does really, really well. Oh, I'm so sorry I forgot to restart the timer. But it's probably had its timer now anyway. So we'll give it a couple of more minutes because I feel it hasn't had as much time as the Fer-de-Lance. So let's just do a couple of more ships, and then I think we can say that both ships perform pretty well. Now I could bring the Corvette here now and see how it goes. We've not had a lot of like unlike the res zones where there was more coming back at you. There was, I don't know. Yeah, we've not had a lot coming back at us in here. I think I need to find something. Python, Anaconda, something like that, and of a decent rank as well. I need to test this ship and see how far she can go. I mean, with the big ships, obviously with an Anaconda, it's so slow and lumbering that a Vulture can just hang around its belly or something and just stay on its power plant. That's the tactic, really. I mean, the Deadly Asp Scout seems to be the biggest thing here, and it might not even be wanted. Let's see. Yeah, and he's a doctor. Well, maybe he deals in mutilations and stuff, so let's go and take him. No idea what the distance is. Oh, there we go. 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
2-3.
Engine priority with weapons.
3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
I don't think he can outrun me, right? I don't believe so. He shouldn't be able to. No, he can't. He's trying the swerving tactics though, but he can't outrun me. Bye-bye.
Target destroyed.
If you pick on a Cobra, you know he's going to outrun you anyway. so there's no point whinging about it when it happens. You know they're gonna go. Oh, give me something big. Should we maybe we need to just change instances? Let's do that. Yep, retract weapons. Retract weapons.
Retracting all weapons.
Super Cruise.
Engaging
Drive
Super Cruise.
charging.
2-1.
Engine priority with shields.
3, 2, 1.
So we'll come back, see if we get a better instance, see if we can take on a big ship, and then that's the end of this video. I probably should be testing the huge weapons, but there's a lot of videos on that now, and I'm just testing the current ships against the new AI. That's basically what this is. A lot of people are going to be testing out the new hardpoints, so there's loads of videos online. I'm probably going to do one myself at some point, but I'm not going to devote a specific video to it, I don't think. Alright, there's nobody here at the moment. God, how many boosts do I need to do to bring this guy into view? Target.
Locking on to target.
After all that. Well. Lots of jelly on the screen.
Scan detected.
The shield of justice. Yeah, well, you can scan me just this once. Vulture versus Vulture? What do you reckon? Elite. Let's do it. This will be interesting. 3-2. 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Don't nobody else interfere. Oh, quick turn.
Scan detected. Under attack.
2-3.
Engine priority with weapons.
3-2.
Scan
Weapon priority with engines.
It looks about equal, doesn't it? 2-3.
Engine priority with weapons.
3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
3-2. 25, 62. 3-1.
Weapon priority with shields.
target shields offline.
Target power plant.
Weapon priority with engines.
Now, if he runs away and I can keep up with him, that means I'm always facing his rear end, which means I'm not facing his front end, which means he can't fire.
Warning. Temperature critical.
80%, darling, it's fine. I've got basically 3 shots on him now, until his shields come online. I can just keep shooting at him. 2-3.
Engine
Just
priority
give myself a
with
bit more
weapons.
engine speed to try and stay with him. But the gap is increasing. despite that I've got what you're going to say, that he's lighter than me? How is he getting away? 3-2.
Weapon priority with engines.
I can still hit him at this distance, but it won't cause much damage. It's not causing anything at the moment. But now we're out of range. 2-3.
Engine priority with weapons.
How the hell is he managing to get away? I don't know what class of stuff he's running. He's got a multi-cannon and a pulse laser. I've got 2 pulse lasers.
Target shields online.
Three, 1.
Weapon priority with shields.
This is not ideal. That was Chaff's probably useless because he's got fixed weapons.
Taking damage.
Now he's going to target all sorts of stuff, and they're all going to go off. Like, Chaff's going to go offline, and pulse lasers are going to go offline.
Target shields offline. Warning, healthy attack.
Yeah, I'll take it, darling. I will take it.
Canopy compromised.
I should have done a number 2 and a number 3 there. Oh, he's going to get me!
Canopy integrity at 50%.
I don't have a boost. I don't have a boost.
Target destroyed.
I got him! Target destroyed. How did that happen? There you go. Oh, what's he dropped? There you go. Epic battle. Target destroyed. I'll have to look back at that one. I thought he was down to about... Well, last I looked it was 12%.
Shields online.
Obviously it didn't help that I rammed him. But I don't know, when he comes towards me like that and he's firing at me and firing and I'm losing stuff, it's just an urge I get. Alright then. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
I'm just going to have to plot this route again. No, this one. Alright, jump drive. There we go. 2%. I'm so pissed about that because I didn't join the 1% club. Why couldn't he get me down to 1? Come on. And I had no boost left because I wanted to try and protect what shields I had. Oh, I don't know. I didn't have any shields, did I? Well, Elite Vulture versus Player Vulture. I could have made a better job of that, let's face it. And you can see my screen is cracked all around. Well, yeah, if I get a good angle, we can maybe see the cracks. But, yeah, it didn't compromise. And we know how the canopies are on the Vultures. Well, whether it's been tweaked or whether I just got lucky, the canopy is still intact. And I'm down to 2%. Let's just take a look at what the situation is here. So, what's the least? So I've got 77 there. Anything he particularly targeted? Well, canopy's down to 52, so it's still half there. The crack's only on one side of the glass. I got one pulse laser down more than the other. Yeah, quite interesting. I enjoyed that. It doesn't matter if I got destroyed at all. Of course it's just beta, so none of it matters. It's more about the testing. Yeah, that was good. I was like I said at the beginning of the video, it's to the death. I was determined to see that through to the end no matter what. I wasn't going to run from it. No way. And I survived it, and I got him. Elite Vulture. So I guess I'm not looking forward to elite Federal assault ships, elite Anacondas. It depends. If you can get in their blind spot and stuff, unless they're turreted, but they must have a blind spot, but they don't stand still either. So yeah, some days I come in with the AI and I think, oh god, it's too much. And then other days it works out really well. But it really kind of does depend what ship you're in. I mean, I know that sounds obvious, but I mean, whether you're in a small, agile ship or a big lumbering ship with lots of firepower, but it can't really get anywhere with them. Because, you can easily take somebody's shields down, but you can't do much until they come back at you again. And it just takes an age. So the ship... Another ship to take into this compromised nav beacon to test would be the Cobra, because nothing can outrun it, and only another NPC Cobra can come close to it, or can match it.
Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit. Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 19.
2-1.
Engine priority with shields.
There's all the cracked glass. Now, probably when we get into the atmosphere here, it'll blast the windscreen out.
Make way for oncoming traffic. Restrict your speed.
Scan detected.
Where am I going? It's a little bit harder to see with this extra fog. Well, let's see what the repairs are. It's not going to be too much on this thing.
500 meters from touchdown.
Yeah, that was before.
Deployed.
So let's check it out. See what damage we've incurred in terms of financial.
Touchdown confirmed. Commence system shutdown. Welcome, Commander.
See, now the Cobra has got less firepower still, but ultimately speed. I mean, my boost here is 442. These are the figures that should be in outfitting. But I'm carrying 2 multi-cannons. Should we do it? I don't know how long this video is running. I mean, I'm obviously going to only be taking on ships of my size. I'd be stupid to take on Federal assault ships and whatnot, surely. But it does mean when their shields are down, they're down. Let's take a quick look. And if the video is running too long, then I'll put this in another video. And I will say, this is Rusty Dog signing off, and I'll catch you next time.